Welcome to this 1500 point Tempest Battle Report. Today's presenters are Dean and Linden. I'm your host, Velour Excelsior.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brothers Grimdark, and today we have the last game of Season 1. It's the last combo. It's not happened yet. Obviously I had the Space Wolves versing off against Dean's Necrons for all of Warhammer, the big Warhammer from the beginning. If you've not seen that yet, check it out. And then Dean is faced off subsequently against Rowan's Tyranids and then his Night Lords.
Yeah.
And now lastly, they take on the tricksy Aeldari.
The Aeldari!
In the finale of the season. But that's not all. It is also a clashing of the gods.
Titans.
The Titans. So I am bringing the Avatar of Cain today for the first time ever. I've ever run him, not even just on the channel, just ever. And for the first time ever, Dean is running
My Catan.
the Catan Shard of the Void, Void Dragon.
That's the fella.
So we're gonna have a big old god mash in the
gonna
middle.
be good.
In the middle
It's
of the
gonna be
war.
good.
Yeah, it'll be spears being thrown, it'll be axes being thrown, it'll be molten body versus whatever your body's made of. I don't know. Some sort of
Yeah.
tacky and
Do
squarey.
you think we
things
should just maybe, like, at the start, just agree that one-on-one.
One-on-one, just
all the rest of the army circles,
smash
them
it.
in the middle.
All the rest of the army, just put your feet up.
Yeah.
It's like in the olden days, like in ancient Greece. You're just like,
Was it Troy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the best warrior fights
yeah,
off.
just
and,
send your best warrior.
Yeah.
No, nobody else needs to die. We'll just, okay, you guys won, well done. Yeah, so that's obviously
should do
our
that.
first two keys. So for me, yeah, it's the Avatar of Cain. Never run him. He packs a big punch in combat. He's one of my HQ choices, but obviously can't give him a Relic or Warlord trait. And then on the other side, it's pretty similar for
Yeah.
you. It takes up an elite slot rather than HQ, but
Yeah.
no Warlord traits or anything like that. And he's just, you do have some sort of sneaky, not quite psychic power things.
No, but he's got a little something.
He's got a little something happen at the end of the movement phase for
Yeah.
some mortal wound output.
Which is always good.
Always good, yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those two do and what happens when they clash in the middle.
Yeah.
But other than that, what's your second key today? You fancy?
My Locust Heavy Destroyers.
Brand new painted up.
Brand new painted, and these are basic replacements for the Doomstalker.
Yeah, just to give you some more.
They had their chance multiple times. They're on
Sponge
strike
it.
12. My heart was.
It's like when you know somebody that's in an abusive relationship, but they just keep going back.
Yeah, don't
we
do it.
finally managed
Don't
to
do
pull
it.
Dean away
Yeah.
from the clutches of the
realised.
Doomstalkers.
Yeah.
They've hurt him too much.
I think that game where basically I took out one of your
One of my dreadnoughts.
the dreadnoughts
In a turn.
I
That
was like,
that was it. They were sweet.
that's
They were
it.
sweet to you early
got
on.
me hooked. And ever since I was chasing that dragon,
Got
and
you
then,
flowers once. That was it.
that was it. And they've just let me down ever since. So, these fellas are going to hopefully replace them, and they should be good.
Yeah, pack a punch.
Like,
Yeah.
the reading what they can do and the damage and stuff.
And they've got that movement as well, and
Yeah.
they can fly over stuff, so you can hide them early on, and they just seem.
I can't wait for doing sound effects for them. It's like on Flash Gordon with the.
Yeah. So I'm second unit is also something brand new for me that I picked up a little while ago, but I've not run yet. Is 5 Warlocks. I just think they're cool. They're probably going to get shot down against Necrons pretty easily because they're only toughest 3 with 4 up save. But
You never know.
It's more psychic shenanigans, and in theory, they've got the potential to one-shot the Catan Shard in one turn because they can deal damage in the psychic phase, shooting phase, and combat phase. So they're just going to smite him, throw some spears at him, and then charge him and stab him again.
Smite me, do not.
Provided the Avatar doesn't do all that himself, obviously.
Yes.
And then your last key today
Is my big. What's the name? The big spider.
Triarch
Stalker.
Triarch Stalker, yeah, because we discovered that
He's
beam,
actually
the reroll 1 beam is
pretty
very
darn handy.
Very handy, yeah. Just make your warriors all the better,
Yeah.
or Immortals or whatever. Yeah,
And then he can do a bit of damage himself.
damage too. Yeah,
And I've not played him a lot, but then recently played him and was like, yeah, this fella's pretty good. So, good to see how he does this time.
yeah. And then lastly for me is I'm bringing back my Corsair Void Scarred again. They're just a fun toolbox unit. They've got a bit of combat. They've mostly got power swords. They've got a couple big damage weapons in there, and they can do a bit of psychic. So
You're really going psychic, aren't you?
well, that's kind of the
Seems to be
Aeldari's
there.
thing. They're quite good at that sort of thing. But you know, you've got your
I've got my
fake
things.
like powers
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on as well.
yeah.
That I can't even. You can't deny my stuff, and I can't deny your stuff. So there'll be lots of psychic shenanigans going on. Rowan has made us a table, which
A lovely table.
which I've
yet
been
again.
told is inspired by Stargate. So we shall see if Kurt Russell makes an appearance and who he fares in this game, whose side he decides will be the light. And who,
Pity we didn't have a Kurt Russell model. That would have been perfect.
yeah, we'll get
Maybe
we'll
next
get
time.
one made
We'll-
for season
yeah,
2.
we'll get that.
There'll be a Kurt Russell
With a mullet.
But anyway, we shall move over to the table and find out what the mission is and everything. Catch you there. Okay, here we are at the tabletop, and as you can see, there's a Stargate in the middle of it. Rowan
Just appeared.
Rowan has provided us with his Nautilus crown to represent this cool centre objective that we'll be fighting over today. And it's a new tabletop as well, that I've not played on by P-Work Games. It's, I don't know, they're Desert Dunes or something, some name like that, but looks cool. It seems like it's a Necron home turf today.
it really does. It really does.
We'll see what the Aeldari can do in the face of that. So in terms of the mission parameters, we have Spearhead Assault, as you can see by the deployment here. I don't know who that's going to favour, because we're both quite good at shooting and we're both quite short-ranged good at shooting as well. So it might just be a Hail Mary of
Is this going to
shots
be either
right-
side and just blah, 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 blah.
So we'll see how that goes. The primary mission is claim the battlefield. So the sort of special secondary thing on top of that is you can do an action on any of the objectives, and you can do it multiple times by troop choices or infantry, or objective secured and infantry. And then if you do that, you claim it. And then for each one you claim, you score points at the end of it. Yeah, you scored 2 additional victory points for each objective marker that's currently claimed. And then the mission specific rule is rescue Kurt Russell. No, it's
Excellent.
Excellent. No, it's also very thematic. It's warp lightning storms. So when each unit that we both have that's on an objective marker in the psychic phase. So every psychic phase that happens for both of us, my units and your units, we roll a d6 for each of our units. On a 1, that unit takes a mortal wound.
Oh!
So bad for both of us.
Bad for both.
Thank you, Rowan. Cheers, director. So we'll both be kind of wanting to be on objectives because of the
Keeps it fun, keeps it
because of the
fresh.
claimant battlefield. So we'll be doing a good job. I've claimed an objective and then get struck by
Blasted with lightning.
some lightning. Yeah. So it'll be very fun and thematic, and to represent. I don't know. Maybe the Stargate is broken. Maybe it is a chaos Stargate after all. So maybe it's fighting back as we try to claim it. So we got 5 objective markers. We've got some light cover on top of these, and then light cover.
It's like you're describing the weather.
Light cover. Light drizzle over here. Some
drizzle here.
sandstorms will be coming in from the east. So we will work out in games. Some of this will be dense, depending on how close we are to it. We'll get some dense saves. Dense saves over here. Dense cover here as well. And light showers towards the end of the day.
Situating round the Stargate.
So just to roll off, who puts down a unit first?
Okay.
Do you want the honours, or do you want me to go first?
I'll take this one, Linden.
You take it. Roll away, then, dude. It's a 1. That's 4.
Oh well.
I would like you to put a unit down first.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Deployment saw the 2 gods face off against each other in the center of the board, though the Aeldari were fearful of the Locust heavy destroyers and the weapons platforms hid away on the other side of the board.
Okay, deployment done. And I must say, I'm actually quite pleased with how my Iyanden are looking. This is the most military force by, it's ever, because usually I'm running lots of the Wraiths, which is sort of the traditional Iyanden thing. But the reason I think this is because this is such an old rivalry. I think this actually took place in Iyanden's heyday, way back in the day, when we did actually have living people. They weren't all dead. So maybe this is the battle that did it. With the forces are deployed, Guardians and Dire Avengers and things, and lots of warriors, and of course, front and centre of both armies, we have the Catan. Lining up. Big old Barney.
Slogger match.
So we'll see how that goes and develops over the course of the game. So it's time to roll for first turn.
But you can go first this time.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
That's one.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
The cursed one.
Oh,
It's a 3.
So I've rolled 2 1s and 2 3s. Okie dokie, my command phase, but I believe you want to do something first.
Yes, Strands of Fate happens start a battle round, so we'll just do it now. So see what we get. That's not great. So I'll reroll one of these. Is it 2 for charge rolls? I don't think I need any charge rolls. Turn 1, yeah. 2 is charge, so I'll reroll one of those. 2 again, excellent. So I'll keep a psychic power. I will keep a hit roll. And
Slim pickings after that, I
it's
think.
not ideal. I'll keep an advance and do a 1/1 charge roll, just in case the avatar wants to do something.
Can you do that? Can you get to this
At the start of every battle round, yeah, I get 4.
and replace ones you may have saved?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'll just keep a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. That's
1
fine.
and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
That's me done. Over to you.
Okay, basically all I'm going to be doing is I will be done on my 2 units
Of warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah, so I'll be hitting on 2s.
hitting on 2s, so that's sugar dandy. My secondary missions, I have battlefield supremacy,
Nice. You got to get on 3 objectives, which is probably doable with the 2 scarabs there.
plausible,
Yep.
raise banner,
Cool.
and overwhelming firepower.
Okay, so you got to kill more.
Kill more
units.
than you kill.
Kill more than I kill. Okay. And the mission specific is also kind of an actiony one. So you could claim your home objective with one of your characters, maybe for
Yeah, for
for
raise
2
banner.
point. No, for 2. You'd have to do that in addition to raise banners. So you could do that on
okay.
your home objective, and then maybe get your Necron Warriors onto the middle one and raise banners there, because your command protocol, I believe, lets you do some shenanigans.
Yeah, it does. Well, I can move +1.
So you're not going to do that one.
Not going to do that.
Yeah.
If this unit is performing an action, it can still make attacks with ranged weapons without that action
Yeah.
feeling.
So you get one of your warrior units onto that central objective, raise a banner on it, and still be able to
It's
shoot.
still blast.
Yeah, which is all very nice.
The Necron forces march across the sandy plain, although Dean did hold back with 1 unit of warriors to act as a counter to the Aeldari movements. At the end of the movement phase, the Void Dragon struck out with its Catan powers, taking 2 wounds from the avatar of Gain. To kick off the shooting phase, the Triarch Stalker shot its beam into the Guardians, and the warriors struck into them, together bringing down 4 of their number.
I think you just got one more thing to shoot with, do we, Dean?
Oh, we do.
Oh, we do.
That's the Catan.
The Catan.
Now, shooting Spear of the Void. Shooting. Range 12, heavy 1. Strength 6, blah blah blah. So
So your 2's to hit.
2's to hit with 1 dice.
1 dice. Into
Let it
my-
be done.
You hits.
Oh, just
What strength did you say it was?
9.
I'm toughness 8, so it's 3s.
3s.
Nice. Oh, that wins. I have a 4-up invulnerable save. So on a 4-up, I'm just going to plink this off my mighty molten body.
He does.
He does. So he's fine for now, although he's taken 2 wounds. Because we've just got a couple more, really just, it's either charge phase, then combat and morale. Do you want to declare charge, or do you want to end the turn there? It's up to you.
How big is the distance?
The distance will be a 9 will do it. Maybe even 8. An 8 will do it, I think.
I think I'm gonna.
You fancy it? Okay.
I fancy it.
So on an 8, he is in.
If not, he's covered.
Oh, he's covered.
If not, it's curtains. 8.
8. No. But that's fine. As we say, me and Dean have a bit of a gentleman's agreement to begin with in this game. To begin with, we're just going to let these 2 gods duke it out, and then as soon as one of them's dead, the rest of our army will engage
Pounce.
and hopefully kill whichever one is standing.
Yeah.
So that's it. It'll just be a morale for these guys then. So you killed 4, and leadership 7, so I need a 3 or less to not run away.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
So They stand fast as the true Iyanden tradition. Right, so that's going to be the end of your turn.
Yep.
You've started doing an action on the back, which you will score at the start of your next turn, I believe. You've got 2 points for that. You did raise banners. So
I did.
That's 5 points on that. You captured 2 objectives. Well, you only needed to hold 3 objectives. You control 4, so you're going to get 5 for that as well. So that's 10 points. And you've not killed a unit. So you're not looking good for overwhelming firepower. So if I can kill a unit, you're not going to score that anyway, but I'll see what I can do to start winning the tide in the firefight. But it's looking interesting. We'll see what Iyanden can come up with in there. Turn 1. Okay, my turn 1. I've drawn my 3 cards and spent a CP to discard 1. I drew capture enemy outpost, which, you know, I've just not got the sort of army to get there this turn, so I discarded that and drew behind enemy lines, which is also not very ideal. That might become useful when the Corsairs come down, potentially next turn.
Forgot about them. Yep.
Don't forget about them. Yes, I got some deep strike potential, but I'm not going to score that this turn. I've got storm hostile objective, so I need to take an objective that Dean controls, which is doable.
Very doable.
With this unit of Guardians, they'll have a bit of a minus to their movement, but I've got an advance roll saved, so I get an automatic 6 on that, and I just need to be able to get onto that objective. And because I'm core and have objective secured, I would take that objective. So that is doable. And the last is grind them down. So we've just got to have a bit of a duke it out with Dean and see who kills the most units over the next 2 turns. Dean has some scarabs sitting out nicely.
Ready for picking?
Ready for picking, so yeah, that's an easy target, but if I move my Guardians out there, they're also going to be a very easy target. So we shall see how that goes. It's going to be a little bit of a delicate manoeuvring involved here, I think.
The Avatar of Cain did not play coyly in the Iyanden movement phase, though the Dire Vengers did, putting themselves in a position to strike at the Scarabs, but keep away from the main Necron forces.
Now it is time for the psychic phase, and we shall begin with my Farseer back here, who is going to stick Guide on my Dire Avengers.
Guide.
So it means they reroll all their failed hits when shooting.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, you've got your command protocols, I've got my sneaky psychic powers. So this goes off on a 6. It does not. So they're not getting that. Then I'm going to cast Doom onto this unit of warriors in the centre.
Which does?
I reroll all failed wound rolls against that unit. And I'm going to use my magic 3 of my save dice over here to turn that into a 6. It goes off on a 7. I can't really fail. Goes off on an 11. You've got no way of denying it. So they are doomed.
Consider yourself doomed.
Consider yourself doomed, Necron Warriors. And now I just have my Warlocks, who are going to do...
Where's your Warlock?
This unit 5.
Oh, okay.
Unit of Psychers. Not used them before. Okay. Very cool. And they're going to first stick Protect. Or do they want to stick Jinx?
Do they get to do 5? Individual ones per character?
No, just 2. Just 2. So I'm going to spend a new stratagem that I've not used before.
Uncharted territory here, Linden?
Uncharted territory, which is called... where is it? Battle Psychers. So it costs 2 CP.
Yep.
Do I do it before or after? Use a stratagem where... So it's after... 4 manifest psychic power. Instead of selecting one... so I think I do it after I've cast the power, but so I'll save my 2 CP for now. But basically, some of the Aeldari psychic powers have 2 abilities, and you pick one, kind of like your command protocols, whereas this one, if I get it off and spend my 2 CP, I get to use both those abilities.
Nice, okay.
So I'm going to try cast Protect and Jinx, which goes off on a 7. Doesn't go off. So no Protect and Jinx for them. And lastly, I'm going to cast Conceal and Reveal. Conceal, Reveal, which I will stick on this unit of Guardians.
Does that mean they basically shoot
It's
things in cover? Or?
It means I'm going to stick conceal on them, which means they'll count as they'll have -1 to hit if you shoot at them in your turn. So I'm going to stick conceal onto them, which does.
Oh.
Okay, so they are.
Do all Psykers have this thing that if you roll, it affects them?
Except for him, he can never have Perils of the Warp.
What's perils? Is it double six?
Double 6 or double 1. You suffer Perils of the Warp, and yeah, that's all Psykers in the game apart from
him.
Actually this guy,
right? Okay.
Who will come down later on. Yes, for some reason, Aeldari Psykers.
They're fine.
They're mostly immune to Perils of the Warp. So now we just have explosive objectives again, lightning strikes. So do you want me to roll for your units first, Dean, or do you want to go first?
You go first this time.
Okay. So I'll do the Scarabs again on a 1. Nope, that's
4.
fine. The Warriors.
Ooh.
Yes, one of them bites the dust, and there's no reanimation on that.
Yes, it is this one, isn't
this
it?
one. Your Overlord. Nope.
Nope.
Your Technomancer. Yes, takes a wound.
Takes a wound. Yep, you crack on.
Crack on. Your Void Dragon. Nope, he's fine. Your Scarabs. Nope, they're fine. Okay, well, 2 there, that was something. So now you get to do more this time. So you got 1 unit of Guardians here. Nope, they're fine. This unit of Guardians. Nope, they're fine. The Warlocks. Nope, they're fine. And that's everything.
That's everything.
Because I was sneaky and didn't move my avatar onto that central objective just yet. So
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
The 2 full-strength units of Guardians looked to avenge their fallen brethren and struck out at the warriors, bringing down 8 of their number.
Dire Avengers over here. So these
Avengers.
Dire.
Oh, okay.
Darren Avengers. Darren!
Darren! Avenge!
Avenge me!
Avenge me, Darren!
And I gave the Exarch of this unit a special ability that it's not really going to matter against your Scarabs actually because they're not going to get saved, but their Shuriken goes off on a 5+ rather than a 6+, so they get that AP -3 on a 5 rather than a 6. But as I say, you've only got 6 up saves, so you're not going to get a save against anything with this.
And that's against the...
These are going into the Scarabs, yeah. And I think I'm going to need some dice from you, Dean.
Oh, lordy. All this into 3
Scarabs. Leave 3 lonely Scarabs, yeah.
How many doing?
How many is that? 8, 9, 10. I need just one more dice.
You can have it.
11, yes, because the Exarch is armed with 2. I didn't get guide off on them, so they're not.
So how many dice is that, in total?
This is 33.
Oh, lordy loo.
Hitting on 3s. What toughness are you in a Scarab? I think you're 3, aren't you? Hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s.
Do we actually check?
I believe.
I think not. Yeah. Well, you never know. There might be.
Yeah. So in theory, this should be enough to take off 12 wounds on you, but we shall see.
4 wounds.
There's no real.
What we want to know again? Sorry.
What your toughness is?
Toughness is 3. Yeah, you're
3.
right. I was just thinking about how I'm going to explain it to the parents.
Go home and see the Canoptek spider. My boys!
My boys! Well, a little something happened today.
So 3s to wound here, so that's 1 base dead because there's no save. That's 2 base dead, and 3, yeah. That unit of Scarabs is mown down by Shuriken, I'm afraid. No reanimation protocols because they're all kaputted.
Okay.
I
don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. You better start getting that speech prepared for the old Canoptek spider.
Dear Canoptek spider.
Next, the wounded unit of Guardians took their pound of metal and brought down 3 of the warriors who had targeted them.
The Avatar Kane is going to
throw an axe.
Throw his axe at you. Yeah, so where is he? First time, the Wailing Doom. What was your spear called? That had a cool name as well.
That was a good one, but...
it's not important. So, hitting on 2s. Watcha! He hits.
Ooh.
Oh, I was going to save my hit roll for that. Forgot to do it. Alright. Hits. And I am strength 12. I'm guessing you're going to be toughness 7, are you? He's in elites, I believe.
I was in elites.
Keep going. Keep going. I think he's at the end of the elites. I think he's the last page of elites.
It is.
There it is.
I am looking for what, sorry?
Toughness?
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7, okay. So I do need 3s for this.
Spear of the Void Dragon, by the way.
Oh, Yeah, it's pretty good. No. Right.
So if I based on the slow motion, like the back and the axe is going.
I think it's just gone right through one of your bits of your
spaces.
body that's not formed yet.
Yeah,
It's too good a throw.
just that wacky, you know, that half of the body lifts up.
In the charge phase, the avatar of Cain went headlong into the shard of the Void Dragon.
Okay, combat phase, and it's just the two gods fighting off against each other in the centre of the board. So I charge, so I shall be going first this day. But I can only do 3 wounds to Dean, so it's probably I'll probably do that. I'll be surprised if I don't.
Yeah,
but
it
caps at that. I can't do any more than that. So here we go. Hitting on 2s. He of course hits with all.
Hits with all.
I'm strength 7, but with the Wailing Doom, I'm strength 14.
Oh, wow.
2s to wound.
Wow.
Big old axe. 2s to wound. Does drop a couple. But that's still 5 saves on your invuln, which I believe is a 4 up.
Yep.
So just don't save all those, Dean. I'll be very upset if you save all 5.
So 4 up.
4 up. So you drop 2. So it's... What damage is it? It is D6 plus 2.
Okay.
So, in theory, that would have just been 14 wounds.
And I would have been dead.
You would have been dead. But I can only do 3.
3.
So he's taking his 3 wins. He's taking them on the chin. And you just capped at that. So you've got his 3 wins, and now you get your attacks back on me.
Well, that's some damage that he can do.
Oh, yeah.
That big guy.
I mean, he is a god of war.
True, but good job we've got a gentleman agreement, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise my guys would have been
It's-
slaughtered.
I mean, your guy would be the same. He'd go through my stuff. Anyway, so
Like butter.
let's go. 5 attacks
5
with his
attacks.
spear of the Void Dragon first.
So that's
Right in the avatar's belly.
2 pluses.
2 pluses. Drops 1.
Drop 1.
And then it's... What's strength for you?
Strength.
Probably
See,
said plus 3. So up to 9, I think.
Oh, because then onto, so 6,
Strength
9.
6, yeah.
9.
9. I'm toughness 8, so you're still 3s. Not quite 2s though, not as strong as I am. But 3 go through.
Yep.
I've got my invuln save, which is a 4 plus.
Okay. It's doable.
Doable.
Very
goes
doable.
through.
1 goes through.
D6 damage on that, because I'm not a vehicle.
Okay.
I'm a monster. D6 damage.
God, 6. That'd be good. That'd be really nice.
It's just 1.
Of course it is.
So, he is taking 3 wounds. Now you get your tail side of thing, which is D6 attacks, I believe you said.
attacks.
Oh.
Oh my.
Right, 1 attack. Hitting on 2s.
This is 1 again. I'm gone.
I'm gone, I'm out here.
Oh, I'll do.
Oh, that's... what strength is that?
Just
Just user, is it? Or plus 1?
User.
User. So you're strength 6,
6.
so I'm toughness 8, so you're going to be 5s to win with that.
5s.
Doesn't win. Okay, the combat goes on. We've each done 3 wounds to each other now. It's very thematic. It's very cool.
Very balanced.
You will have a morale thing to do here, I believe, because I've killed... How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So, I've killed 11.
Yep.
You are leadership 10.
Yep.
So you need a 1 to not run away, for none to run away.
Okay.
So see how you do. There you go. 1s are good, Dean. We like 1s on this channel.
That's amazing.
Comes up good. Right, that is the end of my turn.
That is incredible.
I have killed 1 unit of scarabs as my
Trophy.
my opening gambit for grind them down. So
Yep.
Dean's got, targets that will go down that he could go after. So I certainly don't have that in the bag just yet. Storm hostile objective, I scored here because even though the scarabs are there, I've claimed that because I'm objective secure. So I'm going to get 5 points for that.
Nice.
And behind enemy lines, I'm definitely going to discard, I believe, because I need 2 units. If you only have at the end of your turn, if you have 2 or more, yeah. So I would have been able to do it with my
With those guys.
Yeah, Corsairs next turn, but because I've got to get 2 units there, it's just not the way my army works. I'm going to discard that. I'm going to keep grinding down, see how that tally goes, and I've stormed hostile objective.
grinding.
But Dean scored 2 in his turn, so I'm guessing... Oh, and I didn't do... the action. That was silly. Forgot to do the action. Anyway, so Dean has scored 10 points and he's about to get another 2 because I forgot to do the action. Like
What's the action?
You know the one you did on your home objective?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Should have done that. But anyway.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Okay, turn 2. Just before we get into Dean's command phase, 2 little bits of housekeeping. The first one is when I gave Dean his army for deployment, I forgot to give him a unit of 10 Immortals. So he played the first turn without them. So we've decided that they were just under the sea of sands.
Yeah,
and
waiting.
They've just risen up. They're in range of my Guardians on that objective. So I'm just going to give Dean a free round of shooting with them now, and then it'll be status quo the rest of his turn after that. So you want to shoot with them.
Thank you, Linden.
Hit on 3s.
Oh dear.
Well, might balance out because you dropped a bunch there, and then wounded on 3s. Just 2. You're AP minus 2, and I reduced AP, so it's just AP minus 1. So it'll be a 5-up save for me. Both fail, so you have killed 2.
Okay.
So that's something.
That's something.
And then I've just got my Strands of Fate to do before we get into Dean's command phase proper. So I've got 2 psychics. That's very good. I've also got a save. And I only really need 2. I'll re-roll one of these advances. I don't really need an advance. It's just another
3.
Do I need an advance over a psychic, or would I just really like to get my psychic powers off? Oh, that's tricky.
Oh, that's a doozy.
That is what would I need to advance?
Choose wisely.
Choose wisely. You know what? I'll take an advance just in case I maybe need it on something.
Just in case.
Just in cases. So that's me. That's what I've got. And now we're into Dean's command phase proper.
Okay. So, right, I'll start off with my
Protocol.
command protocol of the Vengeful Stars. Each time a model in this unit makes a range attack, ramify wound of row 6 improves armor penetration characteristics by 1.
Okay.
Each time a model in this unit. Okay, yeah.
And that's the Mephrit one, so you get both of those.
Get both of them.
Yep, so I kind of ignore cover and extra AP, that's nice.
I'm still keeping overwhelming firepower.
Yeah, so, yep.
For now.
Just gotta kill 3 of my units and you'll get that, yep.
Hold the line. Second mission achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn or at the end of the battle, whichever happens first. If there are no enemy units within range of your own deployment zone, the range depends on the battle size as follows.
Okay, so I might be able to do that because I have a deep striking unit coming in, so in your movement phase you might want to think about screening me out if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Yep.
And then your last one?
Investigate site.
What's that?
One unit from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase if it is wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield. This action is completed at the end of your turn provided the unit attempting is still wholly 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, which I am.
Okay, well, not yet, you're not, apart from him, but once you shuffle them in, they'll be within 6 inches, so yeah, you should be able to do that, but they're not quite there yet, but you'll be able to do that with them. It means they won't be able to shoot this turn because you're out of that command protocol, but that's okay. So on to your Technomancer.
Technomancer is going to do Rites Reanimation.
Cool.
But I'm going to spend a CP so I can
do it twice.
With Deathless Arise.
Deathless Arise, okay. 2d3, see how many warriors you get back.
So
2.
I like that dice.
3, so 5 coming back.
There they are.
That's pretty good.
Come on, boys.
And obviously he's got a living metal as well, so he's going to heal that wound back off himself that he took the zappy damage for. So that 3 counter that he's got on himself can go. He'll be healed back up.
That's this one here.
Yep. So he's healed back up. My will be done. Who would you like to stick that onto?
Both
units of warriors again. Okay. Who's he going to give his nano scarab beam generation thing to?
Probably these warriors again. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it that way.
And I believe that is.
That's all I can do.
That is everything. Okay. Very nice.
Dean opted to remain back with 1 unit of warriors again, though the other and the Immortals formed an imposing legion of metal in the centre of the board. The Void Dragon used its Catan powers once more, taking 4 wounds from the Avatar this time. Meanwhile, the objective on the left flank flared into life with warp energy, taking 1 Guardian down and wounding a Scarab base. The Necron shooting phase began, with the Warriors and Triax Stalker combining once again. This time they eliminated an entire unit of Guardians that were stationed on top of a platform. Meanwhile, the Immortals took out what remained of the initial wounded Guardian unit.
So you're going over here into
I think we're going to
my
the
weapons
again.
platforms again.
So it's 3 shots.
3 shots. I've used my lightning fast reflexes, so I can't do that again. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
All hit.
All hit. Your strength 10, you said, so you're wounded on 2s. Oh dear.
All through.
So now you're going to have to roll these individually, because it's going to go right through my armour.
It's a d6.
3d3.
3d3.
Each. So roll multiply. Each one is 3. Each one is 3d3.
Okay.
So that is 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to kill 1. And then the next one. 3, 7. That's going to kill 1. Last one. 6. No, 5. 1's alive on 1 wound.
On 1 wound. Whoa, something.
That was nasty.
Stepped up to the mark this time, boys.
Yeah, a bit more reliable than a Doomsday Stalker.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. Drop 1.
1.
Wounding on 3s. Cock that one, reroll that one. Just 2 go through, so I've got 2 4-up in ones to make here. Save 1, fail 1. D6 damage on that.
Oh, that's very good.
It's 5.
5.
I half that, rounding up, so it becomes a 3.
3.
So I'm down to 4.
And then my tail.
Then your tail, yeah.
That's D. 3 hits, is it?
D6, I think.
D6.
Yeah. So 5. I think it's D6. Might want to double check that. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure it's D6. He's in elites. So at the end of elites.
Yes.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Tail. D6.
D6. That's 5 shots.
5 shots for that. Yeah, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s for that one.
So 5. So then. Wounding on
5s.
1.
1. Okay. What's the AP on that?
AP is -4.
On the tail as well.
Spear of Void. Oh no, sorry.
Minus
-2. That's hell of a tail.
So because my avatar is from Iyanden, I reduced the AP of that by 1. So his 2-up save becomes a 3-up save. Fails it. He just takes, I'm assuming that's just 1 damage on that.
1 damage.
So he's down to 3.
Ooh.
So is that him on his bottom bracket now? It is. So he's just down to 5 attacks, but he's still hitting you on 2s. So because I'm above 10 wounds, my sort of ability degrades. Yeah, it sort of degrades. So I'm down to 3 wounds. So I'm still hitting you on 2s though. So I'll hit.
All done.
Still wounding you on on 2s because I'm strength 8. Oh, I do drop a couple. So you got 3 4-up saves to make. Nope.
Just 1.
2d6 damage
2d6.
plus 2. Oh, it's massive again. So that would have been 13 wounds through there.
You're going to be dead twice.
Yeah, but
Back
because
3.
you can only do 3 damage to you per phase, we're once again
Wow.
down equally.
Wow.
Down 3 wounds each in this slobber fest in the middle of the board here. Dean, do you want to talk about what points you scored there? You almost did overwhelming firepower in 1 turn there. So you got him down to 1 wound and you killed 2 other units. So you're on a tally of 2 out of the 3 for overwhelming firepower.
Okay.
What else? You scored that in the middle of the board.
That's investigate
Investigate
sight.
sights, that's 5 points.
Hold the line. At the
Hold
end
the
of your
line.
opponent's next turn.
Yeah,
it's
so
still,
you kind of want to get into your deployment zone, which there looks to be a bit of space at the back there that I can do that with my Corsairs just to stop you scoring that 5 points. Okay, Iyanden command phase. I've drawn my cards. I drew Teleport Homer, which will be good for a double point swing. Will stop Dean scoring his 5, and if I can do that with my Corsairs in Dean's deployment zone, I'll be scoring 5 points myself for that. So that's probably a goer this turn. I've got Bring It Down, which annoyingly I don't think is the Catan. I believe it is the Triarch Stalker has the most wounds in your. It has to be the unit with the most wounds.
And he's like,
he's 14 or 12 or something. He's only 9, so it's more than him. And I've still got Grind It Down, which is going to be tricky because Dean's killed 2 units in that last turn, so I need to kill 3 this turn to be able to
score that one.
To be able to get that. Yeah, so if I don't do that this turn, I'll probably be discarding it, but we'll see what I can do.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, so that's everything. I just scored 5 on the primary in my command phase, and that's it.
The remaining Iyanden forces moved forward to utilize their close quarter weaponry, and the Corsairs used the webway to arrive and threaten the rear guard of the Necrons.
Starting things off with my Farseer once again. So he is once more going to try stick guide onto the. Oh, I've got 2 3s for my psychic powers actually. I'll save that for Doom.
Yeah.
I'll save that for Doom. So I'm +1 on all my psychic powers for him because I use the pre-game stratagem on the Warlocks, which if they're within 3 inches of him, he gets +1 on his psychic powers.
Okay.
So that goes off on a 6, which it does just thanks to that +1. So they are guided. And then he will cast Doom onto the Skelly Boneses, and I'll use one of my 6s for this to get for one of my 3s, sorry, which means an automatic 6. So that goes off on an 8. You've got nothing that can deny that. So Skelly Bones is doomed. That's him done. Now we shall move on to these boys over here, which are going to cast Will of Azaryan. Which goes off on a 6, and if that goes off, it means they can still shoot even if they're performing an action. So I'm also going to use my automatic 6 on one of those. So 9 goes off, so they can still shoot with their weapons. It means they can't charge, which is a bit of a pity, but I'll at least be able to get some shooting off onto those destroyers this turn. And lastly, we have my Warlocks. So they are going to cast Conceal once more onto my Dire Avengers. Is that what? No, because Dire Avengers are right next to that. Onto my Guardians. On an 8, that does go off.
What does it do again?
It means that you have -1. So it means, -1 to your hit rolls. It means they count as being in dense cover, basically.
Oh, right, okay, right.
And then for their second psychic power, they will try cast Protect and Jinx. I'll go for Jinx onto this unit of warriors, and then if this goes off, I may spend 2 CP to do Battle Psychers, so I get both aspects of that power off. But it doesn't go off, so no Jinx this turn.
Huzzah for me!
And no Protect, but that's okay. 1 psychic power failed out of all that.
That's a lot of psychic.
Yeah, I can live with that. So now we have our zappiness. So do you want to go first?
You take this first one if you want.
Me? Okay, so over here again onto
Scarabs.
This hot objective over here. Nope. Your warriors in the middle. Nope. Your Technomancer in the middle. Nope. Your Overlord at the back. Nope. And finally Catan Shard. Nope. Okay. So this unit of warriors, I think, Guardians, I think you get to do it twice, because they're on 2 objectives, so that's my understanding of that. So you get to roll 2 dice, and any ones, you'll kill one. 1 dead, and that one you can reroll. 2 dead, ouch. That's what you get for spreading over
Lightning.
a couple of objectives, right? Okay, so that's 2 dead there. And then it's just the avatar as well.
Oh yes, right. Where's that dice?
No.
4.
Okay, and thus ends the psychic phase. So we're opening up with the Dire Avengers. I've also spent a CP for Bladestorm on them. So
You've gone all out, haven't
so
you?
6 are explode. Yeah, I really want that unit just cleared from the board, so I don't need to worry about Dean getting any reanimations on them. I just want them all gone. So I'm
I'm gone.
hitting on 3s, and I'm re-rolling 1s. Oh, sorry, no, I'm re-rolling everything for Guide. That's what Guide does. He re-rolls everything.
Everything under.
Everything under 3, so that's a fair bit in there, but hopefully...
Cheeky one there.
Cheeky one there, thank you very much, Dean, so hopefully convert a few of these. Oh, and that's a bunch of 6s in there as well.
That's a lot, so that's more hits.
So that's an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there's going to be more hits than I rolled there, so that's 6. Can I get 4 dice from you, Dean?
Certainly.
The Dire Avengers have come to party. Right, that's a good old scoop of dice
And
there.
who is this? These fellas?
This is these guys with their fancy hats, yes.
Kill them. Kill them all.
I want them gone. Yes, okay. So now these guys are wounding on 4s, and again, thank you. And because you're doomed, I'm re-rolling all failed wounds as well.
Well, looks like this might be the end of the road for the old warriors.
I don't know what that was, I'll just roll again.
Warriors, come out to play. I think I'm going to be fine.
I will be fine. Okay, so 4s to wound, and 6s will be doing in X. Oh no, sorry, 5s and 6s because I made...
What, doing wounds?
5s and 6s you don't get a save against, because I gave the Exarch of them the fancy Exarch power. That means 5s and 6s are AP minus 4, and everything else.
Well, that's them gone then. That's more than 14, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well
So
done.
what did you do to do that then?
So it's a pre-game thing. I spent an extra 25 points. So normally Shuriken on a 6, I get an extra 2 to my AP. So these guys have it as well, but their Shuriken weaponry isn't as good. So normally on a 6, their AP goes from a 1 to a 3.
Okay.
On these guys, it goes from AP minus 2 to AP minus 4.
Right.
And then you can spend 25 points. So that happens on 5s rather than 6s.
Okay, on 6, yeah.
So yeah, that's a lot of death.
They're gone.
And then because I'm a tricksy Aeldari player, I am now going to move d6 inches with them, because I like to fire and disappear. It's just the 2, but it will serve purpose. So they're just gonna shimmy back around here behind this wall of love and protection.
The Corsairs shot into the destroyers, killing one and wounding another, and the Guardians took down 2 of the Immortals.
And lastly, that's just the Avatar of Cain.
So this could be the end for...
This could be the end.
He's only got 3 left.
But good news for you is, although his hits in combat don't degrade, so he stays at weapon skill 2, his ballistic skill does degrade. So he's now only ballistic skill 4+. So you need a 4 to hit rather than a 2.
Oh, he does.
He does hit though.
That's it then.
I am still...
It has to be.
I'm strength 12 rather than 14, so I'm only wounding you on 3s because you're toughness 7. He does wound. You now have a 4+ save, Mr. Dean. If you fail this, he is dead.
4+.
4+.
Time to break out the 6 dice. Oh!
He is dead. However, he does blow up on a 4+.
Well then. On a 4+.
4+ he blows up.
And how many people within that?
I think it's... we'll have to look up if it's... I'll say...
Yeah,
So he is... Reality unravels. When this model is destroyed, roll 1d6 before removing it from play. On a 4+, it explodes, and each unit within 6 inches takes d3 mortal wounds.
Oh!
So it's going to hit a lot of stuff if he does go. So on a 4+, let's see. No! Oh. Okay.
With the Catan Shard dispatched, the Avatar of Cain charged into the troublesome Triarch Stalker. The quantum shielding proved crucial in keeping the Triarch Stalker alive, though the Avatar did still bring 6 wounds from its hull.
Okay, back in Dean's command phase, but just before he gets into it, I'm going to roll for my strands of fate here, and I'm hoping for lots of sixes, see if I can keep the avatar alive for as long as possible. That's no sixes, Linden. It is a bunch. Oh, right, okay, so I'll just reroll one of these charge rolls, because I don't read through it. Right, okay. Right, so I'll have 3 psychic powers and a charge roll then, I guess, this turn. Right, that's
it?
That's me. Yeah,
That's you made your choice.
Over to you.
Okay, so new missions. I'm obviously overwhelming firepower still on the board. Blood and guts. Basically keep a tally of melee deaths and assassination for character. So
Avatar's got a big price on his head.
Got a target on him. And my protocol, command protocol. Basically, if a unit falls back, I can shoot.
You can still shoot with them. -1 to hit, but yeah, still shoot with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's command phase. Oh, you bring in.
Yep. I'm going to use a command point. That'll be 3 to bring back. I'm going to use Deathless Arise again, so I bring 2 back.
Cool.
Which I will put on this side.
Yep.
I fancy.
And I'm assuming he is sticking his reanimation beam on.
Reanimation on the Immortals, and we're good to go.
The second unit of warriors moved forward and put themselves in a position along with the Immortals to wreak havoc on the Eldar lines. In the psychic phase, one more Guardian was felled due to the psychic storms. In the shooting phase, the Triarch Stalker and the Technomancer shot into the Avatar, though it was the Reanimator that found its mark and took down the god. Next, the Immortals laid waste to the remaining Guardians on the board.
Now I'm going to use my Necrons to fire into your psychic fellas.
Yeah. They're all in range, so that's 40 shots. And I'm going to stick lightning fast reactions on them for a CP, so you're -1 to hit.
And I will use 2 points to do again talent for the sixes one.
Yep.
Whichever, I'm getting muddled them up with these ones here. Yeah.
6s do mortal wounds, that's the one you want.
It's the ones where 6 is also doing extra attack.
You want both of them?
Both of them.
Okay, so 2 CP spent. Yeah, okay, so 6s to hit will score another hit, and 6s to wound.
And it's 40.
40, yeah.
Should just do it here because it's.
Yeah. So they're hitting on 3s because I'm -1 to hit, and your my will be done.
Oh.
Yeah,
so 1's away.
1s and 2s away.
1s and 2s away.
And then, but 6s will generate an extra hit.
1s and 2s, 1s and 2s. Right, that's 1s and 2s. Yep, so 6s.
Yeah, so get that many extra ones
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I put 8 more dice in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, 3 missed out of all that. Very good.
Very good.
And then wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. And 6 are mortals. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, capping at 3.
3. Okay. 3, and then wounding on 3s, you say now. 2, 1, 1.
Your AP doesn't matter because it's 4 up invuln, so that's that one dead, another one dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. Yeah, got the unit.
Gone.
The heavy Locust destroyer shot at the Farseer, leaving him on 1 wound remaining.
Scored no points because I got nothing on any objectives. That's bad news for me. I do extend battle lines, so I'll have my own home objective and one other one. That's probably doable with something. I've got to bring it down, just got to deal with that, get that shifted, and blood and guts start killing stuff in combat.
As the remaining Iyanden forces wilted at the sight of all these Necrons, Prince Iriel and his Corsairs heroically went forward towards the Necrons.
Psychic phase, and it's going to be a pretty successful one, because as you remember I had 3 3s for my Strands of Fate rolls. So Farseer is going to stick Doom on the big unit of Warriors, goes off on a 12, which would normally be a Perils, but Farseers can't Perils, so that goes off. And then he's going to stick Guide on the unit of Dire Avengers once again, that goes off on an 8. And then lastly, this unit of Corsairs is going to smite the Scorpec Destroyers. So again, a 6 is used already, so a 5 or a 6 on this and it'll be a super smite. Nope, just a regular smite. D3 mortal wounds, it's 2, so that one that's on 2 wounds is dead.
A massive blow for the Iyanden at the end of the psychic phase, as Dean rolled a 1 to take away the weapons platform's last wound.
Okay, we're not being defeatist yet. We have a plan. I can still get onto that central objective potentially with a good charge roll and some good combat shenanigans, and leave Iriel to go after the Immortals to hold them up. We shall see. It's a long plan for this one, but first thing up is we are shooting with the Dire Avengers once more. They're buffed up, they've got Guide, they're going into the wars which are doomed. I've stuck Bladestorm on them, so 6s will create another hit. Let's see what they do. So rerolling all those failed misses.
And 6s, you get extras.
6s, I'll be getting extras, yeah. Okay, so that one's got. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra 6s. So I've actually not done as well this time. Well, I've not dropped any, but last time I had extra shots. But just 33 hits.
33's
33 out of 33 shots.
And who's this into?
This is into the Warriors.
Ah, okay.
So I'm wounding on 4s here, and 5s will be AP minus 4. So you won't get a save against the ones at 5s, and the ones that anything else that wounds will be at AP minus 2. And I'm re-rolling all my failed hits again as well.
Is that because of?
Because of Doom. All my failed wound rolls, sorry. Yeah. Because of Doom and Guide is, yeah, it's a very, very powerful combo. Okay. So, Dean, that is 1 dead of 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 without any saves. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 6-up saves, because they're AP minus 2.
14?
14 6-up saves, yeah.
6. Sorry, 16 did you say?
14.
14, sorry.
Yeah, 14 are dead
14.
and 14 saves. It's an even split of 14 and 14.
14 14. 6-up saves?
Yeah. And you need to save 8 of these, or the whole unit's dead. No.
3.
Okay, so that's that unit of Warriors wiped out. Second of the game for the Dire Avengers. They are very, very good.
The Corsairs opted to split their fire, which turned out to be a mistake, as they left the destroyer with 1 wound remaining. Though they did make their long charge into the Triac Stalker as Iriel went into the Immortals. The Corsairs continued in the combat phase to turn things around as they managed to bring down the Triac Stalker. Meanwhile, their prince laid into the Immortals, taking down 3 of their number.
Everything's kind of tied up at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start by...
I'm going to, before you kick into that, I'm just going to do my...
yes.
My Strands of Fate rolls to see what I've got. I do have a save. Advance might be useful. I don't think wound rolls will be useful as well, potentially. So I'll reroll one of these charge rolls. It's another save. Yes, I will take... What have I got, actually, that I need a wound roll for?
Right,
Not a whole lot. Maybe on one of those weapons. Okay. Oh, but they can't use Strands of Fate, actually. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 ruined roll and 1 advanced roll and 2 saves. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
No,
sorry.
I
I forgot about these things. Secondary missions. No retreat, no surrender.
So you can't leave that objective with your Overlord,
Yep.
unfortunately, so you can't get into the fray, but that's okay, and you can't fall back with anything or fail morale. So
Yeah.
that's that. You're probably going to score that because it's going to be, as long as you don't move off an objective, it's going to be hard for me to make you fail morale. So you should get that.
Bring it down. So we're going to take down your
Ariel, amazingly, is the thing with the most wounds left on the board.
and no prisoners. Obviously, got to keep a kill tally.
Kill tally, yeah. So I think I counted up and I've got 29 wounds left on the board, so Dean can't quite get the full amount of that, but you can get if you wipes out everything, you'll get the points for it.
I'm going to use
heal up some stuff.
Yep, heal up
and you're just going
Immortals.
to do that twice. So I spent a CP, and yeah, those 2 Immortals that Ariel took down are now back.
Back in
the game.
Just put them there.
Yeah, wherever. Or you could block me in so I can't fall out of combat in my turn if you want me to.
In this scenario, what happens if I was to do this? Does that mean there's 2 on instead of your 1?
That means that you will have that objective.
Control.
Yeah, because you're obsep secured. So
So we'll do that.
That's a good move because then I won't score that at the start of my turn. That's a problem again.
And I think that's it. So it's 2 brought back.
Oh, but you can't come back within an inch of me. But yeah, you could still do it that way.
The Reanimator shot into the Corsairs, bringing down 2 of them, only to be felled in the combat phase as they struck back.
I've just scored the 5 again because Dean got his Immortal onto that central objective. To be honest, I think the objective game is probably done for me at this point. I've just got to see if I can wipe out these Necrons. I think that's my only way to victory at this point. So I've got Blood and Guts. I just need to I'm on a tally of 2 of that. I've just got to kill 2 more units in combat, so I should be able to do that with the into the what's his face? You know what?
The fella.
The Technomancer.
Technomancer.
I got Investigate Site, which isn't going to be able to be done this turn, but maybe another turn if the points game ends up turning out close. And then I've got Hold the Line, which I think the Immortals are currently in at the moment. They're close enough to my deployment zone.
Thank God they're there.
Yeah. So I'm going to see
back.
what I can do against them through a combination of smites and aerial in combat. So yeah, on to movement phase, which should be quite quick. I'm going to use my advance on the Dire Avengers. They can go a whopping 13. 13, yeah. 7-inch move and then an automatic 6-inch advance. Just to get them over here and able to deal with those scarabs and tings. He is gonna go to here because oh yeah, he's got to sit on that objective and just hope Dean doesn't roll 1 for it. Or does he? Do I just give up on the objective game? Yes, I'm completely giving up on the objective game. I need my Farseer alive. So yeah, I'm just abandoning my home objective. And yeah, we'll go straight into psychic phase.
This is when hopefully
do some psychic damage. I've not got any bonus things for extra psychic abilities. I'm going to spend a CP right off the bat because I know what to do it, so my Farseer can cast an extra psychic power. And I'm going to open up with a smite into those Immortals. So smite on a 5 goes off on an 8, D3 mortal wounds. It's the big 3, so that's 3 Immortals dead, Dean.
3 dead?
3 dead.
No saves?
No saves on psychic power, so yeah,
sorry.
no reanimation on it either.
Okay.
And then once more I'm going to stick Guide on the Dire Avengers. Doesn't go off, so no Guide this turn. And then I'll be sticking Doom on those Scarabs, just to really make sure that the wounds go through on them. On an 8, that does go off. So they're doomed, no Guide though, unfortunately. And lastly, this guy is going to smite into the
Technomancer.
Technomancer, yeah. goes off on a 10, almost a super smite, but good it's not because I don't want to kill him through psychic, I want to kill him in combat. So he takes 2 wounds. I'm going to use a CP again for flurry of, what's it called, Blade Storm, just so 6s are exploding again. So these first bats are going up in here into the Destroyer. So re-rolling 1s because their core and aerial is right there. And 4 extra 6s, so 4 more go in. I'm strength 4, your toughness 5, so I need 6s here. No, sorry, I need 5s here, but it's only 6s anyway, and there's no doom on there. Those 6s are AP -4, but you're 3 up save and you're in cover, so you will be getting a 6 up save on those. But you do need 3 6s, yeah. No. So the Destroyer goes.
This fella, yeah,
Yeah,
he's gone.
he gone, and then the remaining 5 plus the Exarch into the doomed Scarabs.
A lot of die.
So re-rolling 1s for aerial, and then wow, that was a lot of hits, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s back in for the exploding 6s. Strength 4, your toughness.
Tough as a grizzly bear.
Toughness 3. And you're doomed. And you're not getting any saves here because of my AP. But so yes, that's the Scarabs. Scarabs gone. 4, yeah. That's them gone.
The Technomancer fell to the Corsairs in combat, and Iriel took out 3 more Immortals.
Right, well, last go for me, and the only thing left to do is run away. So this is my general plan. Obviously,
bravely run away.
Bravely run away.
Seeing his forces decimated before him, and Kehratet bravely run away. Before you do your running, though, I'm just going to quickly do my strands of fate, see if I get anything useful. Psychic powers, maybe. In advance, maybe. But what I really want is a charge roll, I think. Nope, no charge roll. So I'll take a wound roll. Right, that's that's me.
Okay, so extend battle lines is my other thing, but I'm kind of points is null and void now. Protocol of the Undying Stars is my command. Yeah, protocol. Basically, living metal ability. Each Immortals regains 1 additional lost wound.
Yeah,
so he's fine.
He's fine.
So I'm going to advance.
Yep.
So 1. Let's do that one.
Healthy.
4.
10 inches to play with.
10 inches. So yeah, he can get to about there. Let's see. He can sneak behind the the thing. And that's it. So fighting. Because not shooting.
Yeah, no shooting because you ran, and they've not got pistols, so they can't shoot. So it'll be your 2 attacks here with the Immortals. Both hit. 1 wound. He goes through, ignores on a 5+ though, he does ignore, and then Ariel's attacks back. We can re-roll. Nope, miss 1 miss. Wounded on 3s. 4 6-up saves.
4 6-up saves. Nope.
Oh, I get some.
They're gone?
They're gone. Right. Probably just roll straight into my turn 5. I don't really have too much to think about.
Obviously, you've given up on the old
I've given up
points.
I think there's no way of me. I get 5 at the start of my turn. I've not really done the thing anymore, and I don't think I can actually get at you because I can't use Strands of Fate on them, so I can't even use that to get them.
Use your smites and stuff. Yeah.
I can't see you. I can only smite you if I can see you.
I don't know.
I suppose I could advance, but yeah, I could advance with them, get to there, and maybe be able to get a super smite. And actually, the Wraith Cannon is assault. Okay, so I'd still be able to shoot with the Wraith Cannon, but it'd be -1 to hit. So, actually, how far away are you though? Maybe the charge is the better play. Their movement 7. Yeah, I think the charge is the better play. So I'm going to go to there.
Oh!
Killing things.
Crushed.
I'm going to go to there. And then, yeah, it's just go. Oh, Dire Avenger has lost his head.
He's lost his head.
It's the only damage that's been done to them all game. Right, yes, it's just going to, I think, really come down to a charge roll on that.
You've got dice for your charge, have you?
Can't use that
Can't use it.
on Corsairs.
So you need, that's 8?
An 8. Yeah.
Possible.
The rest, everything else doesn't really matter. You know, I would score some points, but it doesn't really matter. So it's really just if the Corsairs can make an 8-inch charge here, then
see what happens.
Well, I've still got to kill you in combat, but
yeah.
If I don't make this 8-inch charge, the victory is the Kehratet. It's a 7.
Oh!
You want to double measure that, Dean? No, that's it.
Actually, just double check, just for fairness.
No, I think that's over 8
That's
inches, I think.
8 in line with his.
But it has to be within. Rowan, do you want to come do the judgment call? It has to be within 8 inches, and I don't think that is. I think that's over 8.
No,
not quite.
So yeah.
Yeah, go around the corner a bit. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So the Corsairs, they don't make it. It's a resounding, maybe not quite resounding, but a victory for the Necrons, but a moral victory for the Iyanden. They've obviously, future going forward, they've claimed this world, and they've proven that their god is the superior god.
And that's what this game was all about.
And
it was the god of.
No, that was very well commanded, Dean, because you just got yourself into a position where you were killing a lot of me, and also you just nullified the objective game for me. I just couldn't catch you on those objectives.
It's good dice rolling at points, but these guys are. Is that your best unit for shooting? Basically,
yeah.
Because they were crazy.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. But on their own they're good. It's the combination of Doom and Guide
That does it. Yeah,
it just makes them
Brutal.
really, really reliable. Good seeing the Locust heavy destroyers.
Yeah,
they had a good first turn did nothing, but then second turn
one
almost destroyed my 3 platforms.
Yeah, I think we'd happily take them along again instead of the Doomstalker.
Yeah. No,
instead of 2 Doomstalkers as well, you know.
I was happy with the Corsairs as well. Thought they got into the mix and so were just working their way across the board, killing. Because they killed.
Well, they killed two.
They killed 2 of the destroyers.
Yeah.
They wiped out the Triarch Stalker. They wiped out the Reanimator. They wiped out the Technomancer, and then almost just 1 inch away from probably winning the game if they'd been able to reach. That was just one inch too far.
An inch too far.
In the end.
Nice.
And well done to Rowan as well for coming up with
that lightning thing is
added some hilarity along the way.
That's good.
Sadly, but also optimistically, the end of our battle reports for season 1. And actually, depending on how I work things, this might actually be the last video of season 1. I haven't decided what the order is, but if this is the last video, ta-da! If it's not, we'll have something in a week's time or so. But anyway, do let us know what you'd like to see differently from our battle reports going forwards. With nothing else to do, we'll hand over to Velour for potentially the last time this season to see what he thinks the best keys of the game are. Anyway, see you then. Good game, Dean.
Game, Linden.
Your third star today proved himself to be the finest god upon the battlefield after he slayed the Void Dragon. It is the Avatar of Cain. Your second star today proved themselves mighty with their elite firepower, cutting down everything they targeted. It is the Dire Avengers. And your first star today conducted proceedings from the rear of his forces and secured the win for the Necrons in the end by remaining alive. It can only be Kehratet, the Doomsfather. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Velour Excelsior, you've been great, and we've been the Brothers Grimdark.